What goodies we got here? Zombie. Deal with stress and trauma. Brains. Alright, the Middle East about to catch on fire. Tensions. Stress. Trauma. Another word for those would be what? Tension? Yeah. Shapeshifter. I am dangerous. You're damn right you are, 42. How H&M recycling machines make new stuff. Well, there you go. I'm tossing it all into here about, you know, Crusher and this Borg inside here about the most powerful comic book creatures ever. Infinite little bitty tiny living space for what it does in terms of the math problem. Well, I just got done with Ask a Psychiatrist about how to treatment and stuff like that. That would be the reference I would bring up for the question. It's like, of course, I'm not on here today, which gets me all stressed out and traumatized about. Well,
2020 Olympic Games.
In the plasticity, they've created a line. That line has certain indexes of trauma and, what do they call it, triage? And triage, being stress, would have a derivative of T to deal with that index when you say get the life together in order. When you have to look at somebody and say, hey, can I order them? It's like, well, it's not their choice to. We have systems like psychologists, drug and alcohol systems. If they can't order the system and then it's not enforced by the prison system to what trajectories on those once they were in that situation, then you're above the bar. You are definitely above the bar. Take some of that stress off of there. But it's like, oh, but I have problems. Well, that's the order. You have to go through that problem with the other indexes, start graphing those situations down. She has to be able to do it as a psychologist. He would have to do it if it was any other standard. And the snowflake here, topologies. Mother monsters over here. Diana be a cradle if any other standard, and what it does to this stick. You know, I would drop that down because it would hopefully reduce some of this. I want up, down, and down, or up, down, up, and down for the spin. Like, she's got some spin on here. Obviously, momentum on marketing for sure, honey. You should earn all of that. You are pretty. It is great. Bring it in. Now, adjust. If that was the only laurel you lived on, a one-trick pony, it would be tough because, yes, it is a profession. The cat house, let's look at the board. She can't even use that because it's like there's no graphing index on that. What case study might come in through the doors on common say, well, sex addicts and other things like that. It's like, how do I clean that up and make the energy off of that, take some of the stress off? I would redesign a thesis or look at a bill or a policy, a law, while defining what the trajectory on something like stress would be, or the trauma of that thing snapping on the plasticity, or excuse me, the shear force, deformation points of deformation of character being like, look, honey, you an energy, not.
I hope so too.
Okay, can we